It's lots of things. It's partly the result of a systematic attempt to degrade and demoralise the native population of Britain. It's been going on for generations. As I say, I've written whole books about it.
Yeah, I bet you have, because you have to keep feeding the beast, or else there's no hate for the grift. Anyway, it's the despicable Douglas Murray with his emotive language and half-truths.
You open any week's newspapers today and you'll see the Labour government wants to teach more about Britain's awful past, because obviously what we need in Britain is for people who were born here and people coming here to be told that this is a ghastly, awful, racist country.
What papers are saying that? Rags owned by multi-millionaires? Titles like The Express, The Mail and The Telegraph? It's utter rubbish, of course. There's just talk of including a few truths about our colonial past. And at the end of the day, most kids will probably be looking out of the window during the lesson, waiting for the bell to go. Not like Murray tells it, though. He says it with conviction, keeping it vague so it leads the viewer to a 1984-type vision of children being forced in front of large screens, subjected to anti-British videos.
By the way, always rather interesting that so many people want to come here if we are such a ghastly, awful, racist country, but let's park that for the moment. It's always this attempt to degrade this country, to demoralise its people.
Note the way that Murray uses rhetoric that is both emotional and patriotic, but at the same time being totally vague. Who is being demoralised? How and why? It's all left out of the diatribe.
To tell us we don't have anything much to be proud of, apart from queuing and, fair play. And also diversity, because obviously for 1,000 years, the whole thing that has created this extraordinarily impressive and important culture in Britain is just diversity.
Actually, it was colonialism, Murray. The act of invading, taking over and stealing resources from other countries that made Britain so wealthy. Perhaps if it had been taught at school when you were growing up, you might be a little less ignorant on the matter.
It was just we didn't have any native culture ourselves, of course. We had to become diverse in order to become anything like a reasonable or decent country. These are all the memes that every day's news is filled with. And you know, I'm utterly opposed to that, as you know, and some viewers who don't know me may have guessed. I'm utterly opposed to that.
Classic Murray, attacking a phantom of his own making, whipped up out of half-truths and bubbling fears, and not before he's got some people believing in it too.
I think it's disgraceful. I think that people have a right to have some pride in their culture. I think that of all people, and I think it of the British people as well. I think we have the right to be proud of our country. I think we have the right not to be told to shut up.
Who is telling the British people to shut up? He's fighting against a perceived threat and generalising with no clear proof. Click here for Douglas Murray Speaks in Half-Truths.